When you picture software development, you probably imagine lines of code. But building software begins as a storm of human unpredictability and shifting demands. Writing code is a surprisingly small fraction of building a successful software system. The vast majority of the work involves managing change, navigating human factors, and wrestling with extreme uncertainty. We first need to define what a project actually is. The Project Management Institute, a global professional organization for the industry, defines a project as a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product or service. This is the opposite of a standard repeating business routine. Every project operates under 3 strict constraints. It must be delivered by a specific time, to a defined quality, and within a set budget. Because a project is temporary and its output is entirely unique, it is guaranteed to produce uncertainty. Knowing how to write a function in Java is useless if you don't have a framework to manage that chaos. Without that framework, the results are grim. A massive percentage of software projects fail completely. They rarely fail because the computers break. They fail because of poor communication, a lack of planning, and rapidly changing specifications. Project management is the formalized, rigorous method used to minimize this exact uncertainty and prevent a systemic collapse. Think of the project manager as a translator. They bridge the gap between non-technical business needs and the rigid technical realities of software engineering. Effective project management is the primary risk mitigation tool that keeps a project alive when initial assumptions turn out to be wrong. Ian Somerville describes this translation process as a bridge spanning 2 different worlds. On one side, the messy reality of user problems. On the other, the structured world of code. Requirements are the physical bridge connecting these sides, translating problems into software. A stakeholder is anyone who influences the system's requirements or is impacted by it. This extends beyond end users to include support staff and regulators. Crucially, an interest in the system does not guarantee an interest in the project's success. Some stakeholders actively resist new systems. The golden rule of this phase is absolute. Missed stakeholders equal missed requirements. If you leave someone out, you build a bridge to the wrong destination. At the start of a project, stakeholders rarely know their exact requirements. They usually arrive with abstract wishes and frustrations. Accepting vague, qualitative requests like "make it easy," "make it fast," or "ensure it's secure" is a trap. These words mean different things to different people. We pass vague wishes through the SMART framework: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. A request for a more efficient solution is rejected because efficiency cannot be mathematically proven. But reduce response time to 2 hours passes the filter and becomes a locked metric. Defining precise numbers protects the development team. It prevents clients from moving the goalposts and changing the definition of success at the end of the project. These translated SMART requirements are recorded in a primary artifact known as the Vision and Scope document. It begins with Section 1, Background. This documents the history and the exact context that led to the project's creation. Next is the business opportunity. This section outlines the specific market advantage gained or the exact problem the project is designed to solve. Then we record the business objectives and success criteria. Here, those quantitative, SMART metrics are officially set in stone. Business assumptions are statements believed true without proof. If an assumption is later proven false, the project's schedule or scope must be immediately adjusted. Assumptions are distinct from dependencies. Dependencies rely on external, uncontrollable factors, like a pending government regulation or a deliverable from a third-party supplier. Both assumptions and dependencies generate business risks. Every identified risk must be paired with a specific mitigation strategy, detailing exactly how the team will respond. The Vision and Scope document forces the business side to commit to a specific, measurable reality before the developers write a single line of code. While the Vision and Scope document manages the business side, the project charter serves as the internal companion document specifically for the development team. The charter opens with a purpose section. It justifies the business case and explains the strategic reasoning behind the project directly to the engineers building it. Next is the objectives section, or mission statement. This dictates the specific scope and the exact deliverables the team is responsible for producing. There is intentional overlap here. The charter's purpose section directly mirrors the background and business opportunity outlined in the Vision and Scope. The vision and scope document aligns the external stakeholders. The project charter aligns the internal development team. Once the blueprints are set, the project moves to execution. Having static documents is useless without a methodology to actually build the system. This image displays a Kanban board, a visual task tracking system used to manage workflow across columns like to do, doing, and done. Kanban limits work in progress to prevent bottlenecks, allowing teams to track how individual tasks, like Ticket 42, flow through the system. This diagram illustrates Agile, the modern methodology designed to handle high uncertainty through continuous iterative cycles rather than linear planning. Agile breaks work down into small units called sprints, continuously looping through discovery, design, development, and testing. Methodologies like Kanban and Agile act as the engine, driving the static requirements forward through a dynamic, constantly changing project environment. Every software project is a temporary endeavor fighting against the gravity of uncertainty and human unpredictability. Identifying every stakeholder is the mandatory first step. Missing a voice guarantees missing a core requirement. Those requirements must be translated into smart, quantitative metrics to eliminate ambiguity, define true success, and avoid scope creep. The vision and scope document and the project charter lock in these translated needs before any execution methodology begins. Project management is the vital translation layer. It takes chaotic human problems and structures them into successful software engineering.